that guy who just joined earlier saying that I was wrong or whatever. Like I look, I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm wrong. All I'm doing, I'm not telling anyone to give me their opinions about what I'm saying. All I said was there has to be an in-between point where people need to stop looking at all these other people and having them tell them what to do. You know, stop looking at everybody else and do what you feel like you like. Don't fucking look at everyone else and have them express what you think you, or give you a half-assed explanation of what you feel. You know, but other than that, I do want to say, I do apologize for that. You know, I did say some very harsh words, and I really, you know, it is like I said, you know, these are my opinions, and I'm not asking you to tell me no. I'm not asking for your opinion either. Like, all I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling everyone. This is my message, I guess, to everyone who has some type of negative point of view right now of the game or whatever. Like, honestly, like I said, this is a way different experience than D1 was. So you can't really tell me that it's the same thing and it's just as enjoyable. Like, all the little, you know, little details that they added that are just they're just better, like to move around and to get to places faster. It's just better now. And there's no denying that. But of course, like I said, there's always people complaining. There's always people talking shit. There's always people like I'm saying, like, there's always toxic ass people. Always. And it's like you got something to say and they want to tell you, hey, nah, you're wrong because this YouTuber told me he's right. So now he's right. You know what I'm saying? No, make up your own opinion. Make your own opinions up. Don't listen to anyone. Don't even listen to me. Like, you don't have to listen to me. You know what? That guy had every right to say that I was wrong. You know? But honestly, I'm expressing my opinion right now, just like every other YouTuber does, because that's my right, right? I don't make money off of this. They do. They make money off of this. They want to make complaints about how they're not making more money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain about that. If it's not about the game, don't complain of the content. Don't complain about how you can't make more money off of it. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that is that for me though. Big shout outs to all the homies in Texas, man. Shout outs to Nine Halls. Shout outs to all the subs, man. Like I said, I'm expressing what I feel. Whoever wants to fucking sit there and listen to everybody else, that's fine. You can do that. You're entitled to do whatever the fuck you want. All I'm saying is, if y'all are all gonna have like your own little cult about what you don't like, I think that y'all should also listen to the people who also have an opinion about the game too. Like myself, I also have an opinion about the game. I do like the game. I still play the game probably more than everybody else out there, you know. Like, I have my hours in the game. If you want, you can even check me out. You know, Checo GTX 17. Look me up. Raid report me if you have to. You know, look me up, man. Like, look my time up. Look the time that my hours, the time that I spent on this game. Look it up. And you'll see that I have a lot of fucking hours in this game. And not just this game, but Destiny 1 too. Like, I have my hours in these fucking games. So you cannot tell me that I haven't experienced this game to its full. I have. I've been there. I've done everything. I have everything. So, you know, I've experienced the game enough to know that the game is still fine, as opposed to how D1 used to be. Is definitely way better than it was. Maybe story-wise, they can't top D1, man. That was original. That was something we've never seen before. How do you top something we've never seen before? You can't, man. Like, the new raid that came out is actually quite interesting. It's pretty neat. It's nice. I like it. But it doesn't compare to the raids that were out back then. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why a lot of people are not like interested anymore. Because how do you top Kingsfall, man? How do you top Wrath of the Machines? How do you top something like that was so fresh and so new to us? You know, you can't, man. Like, now it seems like, oh, it's expected. Oh, you know, we expect Bungie to make something big, like they did with the new what was it? I forgot what it's called, the new one. But they did with, you know, they launch you into space. You get to walk in space. You know, I don't know. It's just fucking awesome. You know, like it's epic. But at the same time, the encounters, they weren't as epic as something like a King's Fall or something like a Wrath of the Machines. They're not that epic of encounters. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a big ass difference. You know, there is a big difference there. But still, it doesn't mean that you can't still enjoy the game. Like that's something that you can't bring back anymore. You know, this game has a lot of things that we can't do in other games. And honestly, when I go to play other games, I have to always come back to this game, because for some reason I feel like in this game I can go anywhere and feel like I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? And in other games, I just feel like I'm like in this dungeon and I'm by myself and I'm just there trying to hack away, you know, constantly. Of course, it does feel like that sometimes when you're grinding. But that's grinding for you. You know, grinding is going to feel repetitive, always, no matter what you do, whether you do PvE or PvP. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that you're not going to get away from. All I'm saying is always have your own opinions. You know, have your own opinions about the game. Don't listen to other people telling you, oh, this perk is fucking the best perk on this fusion rifle, so now the whole entire community is going to use the goddamn fusion rifle. No, like don't listen to those people. You're going to find other weapons that are just as good. Trust me. You will find other weapons that are just as good. And not even that, but trying out other weapons is going to make you even better. You're going to get even better at playing the game. So I don't understand why people don't use other weapons. You know, that's another issue I have, but I don't really need to go into all that because it's not one of the bigger issues in the game. Because honestly, the toxicity of the community and the way people act towards each other in this community, I would say that's one of the main toxic points of this shit. You know, and I do apologize to the last person, you know, that answered you're wrong, because honestly, you're entitled to say that. You are entitled, and I was angry when I did say that. I'm not angry, but I'm already heated, you know, because of the problems that are happening right now that just shouldn't be happening. It's just like, dude, these little problems that people are just finding are just so stupid and minuscule. Like, they're so small. Like, and it all seems like it's like one person asking when nobody else is asking it. It's like one person asking, hey, can y'all do this for me? Like, for one fucking person. One person wants to change it. And now all those people want the same thing. Like, oh, if y'all are going to listen to him, listen to me. Like, he's a YouTuber. Oh, well, I was part of that. I was part of that shit. Like, no. Like, this is not a fucking march. This is not a MLK march. This is not a fucking... This is not no fucking freedom march. We're talking about a video game here. Like, people are being too ridiculous over just a video game. It's like, leave the game the way it is. Leave it. Like, if they listen and hear out what we want, they will do it. But at the same time, it's their game. It's their game. You can't do anything about that. Like, you don't develop. None of us develop the games. We pay to help develop it. You know, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that have the say. They're not just because we pay for their product doesn't mean they're gonna let us steer their company. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then even at that, the way the community has been steering this game is awful, man. Like, the game is in the condition it's in because everybody wanted this. Everybody wanted this change. Not me personally. I was cool with D1 when the King's Fall was out and Rise of Iron. I was cool with everything that system had. But everybody always has a slight opinion. Oh, we'll change this. Oh, Trials is this. Oh, Trials is that. You know, it's never going to end. I feel like if Bungie just stops, please just stop listening to everybody and make your game. Make the game that you want. The game that you brought out, King's Fall, that was a game you wanted to make. Rise of Iron was another game that you wanted to make. You added ornaments. You added new things that we didn't even expect. Nobody expected that. And they added that themselves. So why don't we let them do the work? Let them do what they got to do for us and stop butting in. We need to stop butting in with Bungie. Bungie does a good job already. They do. But we need to stop acting like we know better. We don't know any better. We don't. And especially not when you have kids that are fucking 14, 18 playing this game and thinking that their opinion is really, mature and they know, you know what I mean? No, they don't. No, they don't. Some of those people probably don't know anything about business. Some of those people don't even have a job probably, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are we listening to this? Why are you guys listening to that? Don't listen. Keep doing what you do, Bungie. Keep doing what you do. Make good stuff. Be innovative. Like, they did a great job with the super in this game. A lot of people are saying, if that new super wasn't in the game, I wouldn't even be playing the game. Well, dude, why are you even playing the game in the first place? Why were you still playing the game when the super wasn't in? Why were you still doing that? It's just, there's a lot of questions there that don't make no sense that you have to ask. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's pretty much that for me. Shout outs to all the homies in Texas, like I was saying earlier. Shout outs to Nine Halls of Death. Shout outs to all the subs, man. And this was pretty much a heated rant about Destiny. And I do apologize. Like I said, I do apologize to the guy who I was like, man, if you don't like that shit, I do apologize. You do have your own opinion, and you can say whatever you want about the game, whatever it is. Just as long as it's your opinion, your actual opinion, not what someone changed your mind to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to be, your mind does not need to be changed by anyone. You don't, like, if there's a fucking one gun in the game that's not good, or one gun that Bungie fucked up on, it shouldn't fall back on everything else in the game. It shouldn't. Maybe if it was a game-breaking thing, then yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But remember, they are working through a pandemic. They don't even work in the same building, for God's sakes. They made a whole entire DLC without being in the same room, for God's sakes. So we also have to take that into consideration and be mature about it. We have to be mature about it. Of course, there's going to be these kids. That's why I keep bringing up these kids. There's going to be these kids who are going to have their opinion, and they're going to say what they want to say because they want it to be like what they want. They want their reality to be there, and that's not the case. Your reality only exists within your brain. So keep it there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like we are entitled to our opinions, but not when it imposes on everybody else's opinions. Not when it affects everyone else's opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much that for this rant. That was a 2-part rant right there. That's a 2-part rant. I touched on as much as I could touch on and how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I do like to put it on live stream. And honestly, like I said, I do apologize to that guy because I should have let him say what he wanted to say about what I was wrong about, and I didn't let him say it. And that's part of the toxicity within Destiny. And I apologize if that had to be an example, but that is part of the same toxicity that's in the game. And honestly, the guy, like I said, the guy is entitled to every opinion that he wants. Anything that he has to say, he is entitled to say whatever he wants to say. And as long as he can say that I'm wrong, I like the guy because he even can tell me that I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But if he can say that to me, then he could say that to a YouTuber too. That should be wrong. If the guy has his little facts lined up for himself, you also have to remember that this is one gun that this guy is talking about. One gun in the game. There are several broken guns in the game. Not just one. Not just that one. Just because that one's broken doesn't mean that, we have to pay attention to that. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't. I feel like there, we're finding too many excuses to hate the game, and that's not what we should do.
The warlords are lunatics, let's be honest.
But anyway, so that's pretty much that for this, though. Shout outs to everybody, like I said. Shout outs to everybody that joined. Big shout outs to Night Hall's Death, like I said. Shout outs to everybody that watches, everybody that stops by. And I, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this because I do apologize for kind of jumping the gun there. I mean, it's just I was mid opinion, you know, like I was at my, you know, heated point in that, you know, what I was saying. So I do apologize. I should have actually listened to what this guy had to say, which is part of the problem in Destiny, man. And honestly, I do apologize. And I do want to hear the guy's opinion. Obviously, at this point, it's probably not possible. But that's pretty much that for this video. And if you do want to see that, though, want to see when the guy said that, it's on the last one that I did, which is Beyond Light Aftermath, and you know, pros and cons, which I mainly just talked about the cons, really, because they're right now. The cons are all already existing. They're already there. If you can't see the cons, then I don't know. You know, the game is very different from D1 to D2. It's very different the way that it works. So, and honestly, it's more convenient the way it is now than it was before. Like, you could fast travel, you could do this, you could do that. There's areas you can go to. There's places you can use your Sparrow. You couldn't use your Sparrow in the Dreadnought. Remember, we got to remember that. We couldn't use our Sparrow in the Dreadnought, but we can on this game. We can use it pretty much anywhere. Even at the end of the last season, Shadowkeep, you know, you could use your Sparrow in Mercury, the smallest location in the game. You can use your Sparrow in. So, you know, that already, you know, is a lot for me to find this game a little bit better than D1, at least convenient wise. I find it better. But of course, we can talk about PvP and how much has changed and how different it is. We can talk about trials and how everybody wanted trials back and now everybody hates it, which is so stupid to me. It's like, why did y'all want it and then hate on it? Like, there it is. It's right there for you. Stop it. Like, stop it. This is what you wanted. They gave you a version of what they could give you, and now you're like, no, we don't like it. So now you take it out. Now you got to take it out. So it doesn't make sense to me. Bungie just needs to keep doing what they do. Stop listening to the community. Maybe listen to a few things that make sense, like Eververse. Stop selling us all this shit that we're paying for, really. If it's in the game, we paid for it. You know? If we bought a $60 game, whatever else you guys make for it should be ours already, unless it's part of something that's after the actual release date. You know, if it's after the actual release date, then that's fine. You know, it's something that you created later on. You know, you need funds. You need some help to create more content. I understand that. But some of the shit that comes in initially and then they put it on Eververse should be ours already. It shouldn't be at Eververse because it already exists. It's part of the release, you know, so it should be ours. Or at least we should get a chance to get it for free. But anyway, that's that. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming something different today. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to be streaming today, but I'm going to get into something else today. And yeah, that's pretty much that, though. And I'm out. Peace.